I think the one that really surprised me was I thought I had, I had three kids, wonderful kids, right? And two of them were straight A's, and one of them was getting A's and D's, and I guess that's where the ADHD comes from, right? And the and I pathologized, and the system pathologized the one, right, and kind of do this whole digging into it, what's going on, and took me many years, right, lots of challenges, right, and clearly his performance was far outside of the system, right, and very, very uneven. And then I looked at the other two, and I had one really, really smart kid that would just on some subjects would just totally disconnect, right? And one day I asked him, like, why don't you like this thing, right? And it was like some good soul searching, right? We come down to the bottom of it. He got a C sometime in class, right? And I talked to him, and it was like this grade had been pushed down to him, right, without any dialogue, without any real connection, right? And he's like, oh, I guess that's not for me, right? And as a ninth grader, he had his soul crushed in something. And I was like, I looked at that, and I saw that capability that he could have had for years, right? You get a C in math in ninth grade for some accident, right? And now the system doesn't recover you. It doesn't recognize you as an individual. It's like, you got this grade, you got what you deserve, right? Whatever they call it, right? But then, he loses motivation for things, right? And then I look at my daughter, who was this top student, A's and everything, top test scores, right? And then I find out she's got incredible anxiety and performance over making sure that she gets those grades. And so I think I made the mistake as a parent, thinking that I had one kid that wasn't being served by the school system. And in reality, I had all three of them that weren't being served by the school system.
Right.
What do you do? Immediately, tune back their involvement to whatever extent you can in the school system, lighten up their load, right? Give them other avenues outside of school to start to expand in, try different programs, right? So I would say, spend time, figure out what the bare minimum they need right then to keep continuing on, so that you don't so you keep your options open in the future. But I feel strongly, like, if I were to redo this again with my kids, obviously I would have created this whole program, your program, gotten my kids out, right? But even if that weren't available, I think I would have really lightened the load on them in school and had them just pursue so many more things outside of school, just because those places wouldn't crush their souls.